there's a famous line that says, that women do much better in trading than men, right? Because
I believe that's true.
of course. I mean, the psychology that you have is actually, I'll do it one by one, very small, just so I can reach that goal instead of going all in. So that's amazing to see the way you acted comparing to many others that almost get in there and then have strong pullback. So congrats on that as well. Alrighty, welcome everybody to another Funded Trader of TradethePool. Today, Hannah is with me. How you doing? Thanks for coming.
I'm very happy that I did it. Yeah, and I'm very, very excited what will happen next.
Amazing. So we'll talk with Hannah like always with other funded traders. We'll talk with understand how Hannah passed the evaluation. You actually passed the super buying power of the swing account, right?
Yep. Correct.
Yeah, so that's also very interesting because as you're probably familiar, other funded traders, a lot of our funded traders are actually day trading. And we do have some swing traders as well that are doing great on the evaluation, on the funded as well. So like Sabrina, for example, and this time Anna is here. So we would love to hear more about it, how she passed the evaluation, and also just about generally about her trading. It's great to have a female here in this interview because not a lot of women are here, mostly men. So it's great to have someone from the female side, definitely. Tell us, Anna, a little bit about your trading style. Let's start with that.
Okay, so I tried to day trade, but I found for myself that it's a little bit like too nervous for myself, because like you have this pressure, you need to be very precise with all risk levels and so on. You need to close all your trades like very, very quickly up to 4 p.m. And to be honest, I didn't like day trading, so I decided to switch to swing trading. But apparently I found myself that when I was more calm and like maybe 70% of all my trades were I finished within one day. So basically it's more a day trading, but I gave for myself a little bit more room to have opportunity to run my good trades to give me a higher risk reward. Yeah. And yeah.
How long you did day trading before going into swing?
It's difficult to say. Like I started to be interested in the trading itself, like investment, around 2 years, and I started to day trade like 1 year ago, and it was several tries within my own money, within some brokers, and I tried to find my style. And I found myself that the best way is to play with the small caps on a backside. I'm just waiting until bulls are exhausted and I'm just entering into a short position. So yeah.
Many of our traders are evaluation and funded traders trading penny stocks. They're doing it on a daily basis, like on a day trade basis. So you're doing it basically on the same thing, but give yourself a little bit more space, like you said, just for the stocks to start really the big play and maybe gain a little bit more when it comes to holding it overnight or maybe a few days even, right?
Yeah. I just feel myself like if you're starting to chase the stock on the front side, like if I will not take it right now, I will miss it. So I decided just to let it go, and it's better to take a few trades per week, but A+ setup than you trying to chase it and you like get a stop loss again and again. So I'm like I have a small child and I was on maternity leave when I started to trade, and I realized that it's not good for me to be all the time like in the front of the screen, because it's like very emotional for me. So I decided like to get back to my work. So I'm 9 to 5, like full day working in my business analyst position, and aside I have my laptop. So I'm just patiently waiting until I see something very, very interesting, and then I'm opening a trade. So less is more.
No doubt, especially in trading. less is more. Let's talk a little bit about what you just mentioned. So you're looking for that trade. How do you take us through the process? How do you find the right stock to trade? And then how do you decide, okay, this is it? I'm clicking the mouse key.
I'm trying to find the very strong resistance levels. And if I see like if penny stock is up like 100%, like basic on the chart, you can see where the huge part of liquidity should be sitting, right? And when stock is reaching it, then I'm trying to check what will happen next. Sometimes I really like to play on a pre-market because I'm living in Ukraine, so, and like pre-market is open starting from 11 a.m. at my place, and like I just can't tell you, to be honest. It's more about like internal feeling. I believe that it's happening to you when you reach some level of screen, like educated intuition, something like that. But
Okay.
I understand that it's too early to say that I'm good in trading. Sometimes I for sure I'm making mistakes, but it's very important to know if you made a mistake, like cut it soon, and then you will get another chance to try it again. Yeah.
So you basically go to just in order to understand the way you find the right asset, you go to the scanner, just the top
Yeah.
gainers, and looking for that.
Yes, yes. I have a scanner. I'm paid to like a subscription for a year. It's just online in a browser and it's like starting to show me that something is happening. And then I'm trying to understand who is there. Like I do not start to short until like liquidity is coming, because if not enough people are there, like it can be like a very, very nasty trap for short seller. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm waiting until all eyes of the market who is playing small caps, they're there. And when they like played enough, I'm joining. Like
Got it.
when big guys done.
And do you watch the level 2 as well to understand
Yeah,
that?
of course, of course. Level 2 is very important. I can see what is happening with the spread, how orders are changing, because sometimes you can see that in the beginning people can define where they are playing on the short or the long side, and these orders, they're just arriving and disappearing all the time, but nothing is happening, like no deals. And then you can understand like what is behind. But
Amazing.
usually I do not start until I see like some confirmations that like guys decided where they are, like on which side.
Yeah, that's very interesting because you basically mix in day trading with swing,
Yeah.
right? Because a classic swing won't even bother to go into intraday time frame. They will look at maybe a daily chart and that's it. Decide on the daily chart if they want to go in and out. But you actually combining what you know from the day trading, for example, like level 2, in order to understand if that's the right place to execute the trade. So that's nice.
Yeah, so I decide if it will be if it should be a day trade or a swing trade based on how far the stock is right now. So if it's like a penny stock, just 100, 200%, it can be just only for a day trading. But if it's like 500, 10, like 1000%, you understand that it's like it has a big room to fall down. So in this case, I can open a swing position, but I also need to be very careful with float. If it's too small, I do not keep it until the second day, because it's too dangerous. It can open, like you remember, like several months ago, Tron or Ton, I don't remember the ticker name, but it opened like from $4 till $150, like at one night, and I don't want to be there. You know?
Yeah, amazing. So that's a great tip about when to know if the stocks should fall down, if there is enough space to be a swing trade or not just a day trade.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Amazing. So let's talk a little bit about TradethePool, the process that you did. How did it feel to reach the target?
To be honest, I felt a little bit nervous myself when I reached 75% from the goal, because like when you're in the beginning, you understand, okay, like 6K, like it's a big amount of money. You have 12K on your account and you need to make 50% on top of it. So I started with like quite aggressive, with good risk, big risk. But when I understood that like it's doable, I felt myself like, oh, I need to slow down. I need to take less risk just to be sure that I can be more sustainable and I can do that. And when I close the close button, like for the last trade, I'm like, wow, I did it. To be honest, I was surprised because like a swing trading, like the goal, it's much more higher. But from the other side, like I felt that there's no rush. I mean, you do not need to close your trades too soon, and if you have a good runner, you can keep it, and it's a good side of it. Also, you have more time to finish, like 90 days, if I'm not mistaken.
Great, yeah.
Yeah, and I did it in 1 month, something like that. Yeah.
I'm going to share my screen and show your dashboard. For those of you not familiar, we basically, each trader gets his own dashboard, and you can obviously track your stats and see what's going on with the account. Okay, so this is it. Like you said, Anna, you had a goal of 6,300. That's the target you need to reach. You have 100 days on the swing account. You have 100 days to reach that. Yeah, very nicely you did it. I mean, only one pullback here, but the rest very, very solid. That's amazing. 80% success rate. 1.6 in the ratio, and you needed to do at least 15 trades, which you did as well. So those are very nice stats. Here are the trades. As you said, you started a little bit aggressive, right?
Yeah, you can see it with my with how it started. Like an average in the beginning was like 300-400 win, and then closer to the end, I become more, how to say it, pragmatic maybe. I just wanted to make it without any hope or any like vibe of gambling. No, I can do it like with my cold mind. So that's why I can see it. It's pretty nice, I believe.
Yeah, and something very interesting about the account, because I see a lot. Obviously, I see a lot of funded evaluation traders, and then the funded and all. And some traders, when it comes to trading the evaluation, and they reaching that mark, as you mentioned, like 75%, 85% to reach that goal, they will do the opposite of what you did, and they will actually pound it and go all in and just try to reach that goal. And in most cases, they won't make it, and they will have a big drawdown.
Yeah,
it's incredible to see like the psychology aspect of it. And you did the opposite. And this is probably why there's a famous line that says, that women do much better in trading than men, right? Because
I believe that's true.
Of course. I mean, the psychology that you have is actually, you know what, I'll do it one by one, very small, just so I can reach that goal instead of going all in. So that's amazing to see the way you acted compared to many others that almost get in there and then have strong pullback. So congrats on that as well. Great stats. You're doing wonderful. How do you feel about starting the funded account?
I'm just a little bit thrilling. Like, I just want to start. I just want to see a good progress, and let's see.
You're going to do the same concept, trading?
Yeah, exactly the same. No tests. I like no experiments. Like, just keep what is working for you. Yeah, I can like open a demo if I want to test something, but definitely not on a funded account.
Amazing. All right, Anna, appreciate the call. I'm sure the guys that listening right now got many feedbacks and insights from you. And hopefully we will do another interview when you get your first payout.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So thanks so much again. And guys that want to check us out, go to tradethepool.com, go through the process of the evaluation, and maybe you will be the next one in this interview. Thanks so much. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.